Hey guys, just a little video to catch us up on the cutscenes with my grinding up the sprite and girls magic for Dryad to get them up to level 7 for her after part 29, and there was a whopping 29 cutscenes for me to record, so yeah, not really something I can just throw at the beginning of part 30 or something like that. So there's just gonna be one whole video of catching us up on the cutscenes, so enjoy.
I'd always wondered if Santa was real. But that's what caused this problem in the first place.
If children had faith, Santa wouldn't have been in such a bind.
When did you start to doubt he was real?
Don't laugh.
I won't.
When I was 8.
Aw, how sweet.
Don't pick on me. How old were you?
10?
Ha! Look who's talking.
Why quibble about age when you are both wrong anyway? Santa is real.
I guess you're right.
I hear Santa brings you everything you could ever want. I hope he brings me some food soon.
Santa's not a genie.
Plus, if Santa could give you anything, why would you choose food?
I guess it was never a question of whether Santa was real or not for our tiny companion.
What a childish thing to ask for.
Mind your own business.
Oh boy.
Fireball! Exploder! Love away!
Are you practicing Salamando's magic?
Of course! Fire magic is particularly cool.
All the attacks are pretty destructive, I'll give you that.
The best magic comes with explosions. Kinda makes all my other attacks seem boring. Salamander's my favorite, no doubt.
Careful, if you play favorites, the other elementals might not like it.
I can't help it if the rest of them are boring.
What? How could you be so cool?
No! You heard me?
No one wants a boss who doesn't respect them.
You should listen to the missus. She understands what we elementals are thinking.
See? Better treat everyone fairly or you'll be stuck without allies.
No! Wait! I'm taking a whiff!
That tropical paradise was perfect, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
The perfect temperature, even in an icy wasteland.
Wasn't that because of Salamando?
Yep. All thanks to my trusted underling, Salamando.
Why are you always recruiting underlings?
These elementals sure are powerful.
I'm just praising my subordinates like a good boss should. Credit where credit is due and all that.
Did I hear my name?
Whoa! Don't scare us like that.
We were just talking about giving our thanks for all your help.
Aw, shucks. You'll make me blush. We're all doing our best. Ah!
Ah! Hut! Hut! Okay, you can stop. We don't need a sauna room.
Huh?
I thought you wanted to praise your underling.
Not for broiling me alive. What's with those balloons?
The balloons?
Yeah, the ones that make your brain go all fuzzy.
I kinda like them.
It's sorta like stress relief. The balloons make you space out.
It's nice to take a break now and then.
Ugh, really? I don't like them at all.
I don't think you need the balloon to space out.
Huh? What do you mean?
Sometimes you stop and stand there for no reason.
I'm just thinking of our next move, or looking at the map, or looking up monster weaknesses.
Sure you are. I think you just get distracted staring at Sis.
You do what?
I do not. Leave me alone. I'm not spacey or staring at anyone.
I think you teased him too much. You should apologize.
I'll do it in the morning.
You've turned into quite the swordsman.
What brought this up?
Oh, it's nothing really. Just that I noticed how much more mature you've become. That's all.
Oh, well, thanks.
The Mana Sword made the right choice in its wielder.
You know, I think I can do what I set out to do.
That's the spirit. Now, if you could just stop wandering around lost all the time, this could go smoothly.
Congrats! But Sis has been with you this whole time, right? How much stronger is she gonna get?
Frighteningly strong.
I'm sure you don't mean that in a bad way, right?
Ah!
Wouldn't dream of it. I can't believe we managed to sneak into the Empire.
That was not fun.
I was on edge, worried we'd get caught at any second. But it was thrilling in a way.
Uh-huh. Thrilling.
You better be careful when setting paw on the Empire.
Who's there?
Just me, Neko. Meow.
What are you doing here?
Just passing by and smelled your muddy... I mean, my favorite travelers. Meow. The Empire is not a friendly place for a cat trying to make a living. Soldiers keep throwing me out on my tail. I've been chased out of most establishments with a broom. Let me tell you. All I've got to show for my efforts at setting up shop is a lot of rotten fish. But now that I've found my favorite travelers, maybe Mew can help me. Won't Mew buy some of my wares?
If it'll help.
Hey, that varmint's come back.
Drat! There goes my perfect plan. I'll see you all later. Meow.
What was that all about?
Good question.
Fine work today.
Boss, help!
Oh, didn't see you there, Gnome. What's wrong?
I finally mustered up the courage to tell you.
What's with the long face? Is it another monster?
Oh, right, monsters. But that's not why I'm here this time. It's the missus, that's what.
Sis, what about her?
She's been summoning me a lot lately, and I mean, I'm happy to help you and the missus, but she asked me to run errands, give her shoulder rubs, clean her clothes. That's not in my job description.
Elementals can do menial tasks too?
Why didn't I think of that?
Please have mercy, boss.
No.
If it isn't the missus, what brings you here?
I didn't realize you were opposed to the favors I was asking you. I apologize, Gnome.
Oh, well, it's all right. No, I'm done.
Uh-oh. That sweet tone sounds suspicious.
Sis doesn't apologize. Maybe she's gonna make Salamando her next target. Bro, why does your face look weird?
It's Chrissy. She's so cool, you know? She's practically the same age as me, but she's a level-headed leader. And she's kinda, you know, cute.
Oh, I see how it is.
Careful, or Sis is gonna get jealous.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not jealous. I'm in love with Diluc.
Yeah, sure.
Ugh, would you wipe that soppy look off your face? It's gross. Besides, my hair is better. Maybe I'm not filled out like she is, but I've got a great personality.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
You sure sound jealous to me.
Leave me alone.
My sword is all polished up and ready for another fight. Glad to have Watts around to help with the weapons.
Never knew Watts was the travel type. We didn't talk much while I was in the caves.
He must be very brave to follow us when there are so many monsters around.
Come to think of it, how does he manage to follow us without getting attacked?
Maybe he's actually a skilled warrior. Champion of the dwarves or something.
You know, Watts might even be stronger than you, little sprite.
Hey, I'm just a kid. Give me a break.
Maybe we should ask him to join our party instead.
Watts might even be stronger than I am.
Don't be so down on yourself. Flammy's grown so much.
Feels like we just found him, and he's already big enough to let us ride him.
That's one legendary dragon.
His wing plumage is coming in so thick. I can't wait to see how he looks full grown.
And he's still so cute, no matter how big he gets.
Yeah, Flammy's great.
That's the first time I've heard you praise Flammy. Did you get over your jealousy?
Come on, I'm not petty enough to hold a grudge like that. Besides, if Flammy got this big in such a short amount of time, that means I can't be far behind. Getting jealous over Flammy wouldn't be very big of me after all. I try not to get stuck in the past. I look to the future. Aha!
Nice to hear that optimism. It's good to dream.
You do know you're a sprite, right? There's basically no way you're going to get as big as a dragon.
Even your grandpa was kinda on the short side.
Haha, just you wait and see.
Better not crush their dreams.
Okay. I used to think that everyone who lived in the Empire was our enemy, that they were bad people. But now that we've talked to some of them, I realize that I was wrong.
They're just like the citizens of Pandora and everyone else we've met on our journey.
Some of these guys look like they're having a harder time here than others.
I'm not sure if defeating the Empire is going to help these people.
We need to find out who's really behind these problems.
You mean Thanatos? He's going down!
He's bad news. We need to figure out what he and the Empire's higher-ups are up to. If we don't, the whole world is in danger, not just the Mana Tree. Let's keep going.
That Mammon is an idiot!
What's got you so angry?
Lumina! I can't believe a king would exploit an elemental like that!
Oh, and here I thought you'd be disappointed that you hadn't thought of a scheme like that first.
What kind of jerk do you take me for? I understand wanting your country to prosper, but no one should sacrifice an elemental for their own greed!
You're absolutely right.
Thank you for your concern. I appreciate the thought.
Oh, you don't have to thank us. Sounds like the king took advantage of you.
Many have sought to use my powers for their own purposes. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask. Yes? What could strengthen our bonds better than a dinner party? Don't suppose you could lend us the money?
Weren't you just saying it was bad to abuse her power?
Hey, this is different. Mammon wasn't asking, he was just taking. She doesn't have to say yes.
It's a different kind of greed. Food over gold.
I'd hate to see what would happen if you two could use Lumina's powers instead of me.
Let's take a break.
There you are.
What?
Nice to see a familiar face out here. How are the weapons?
Everything is in tip-top shape. Thanks for helping us reforge these things.
Not a problem. Happy to be of service.
You must have a hard time following us around all the time, but we appreciate all your help.
Don't worry. Working on all these mana weapons has made me a better blacksmith. Besides, I'm not just here for that.
You have another job?
Well, I'm supposed to keep an eye on that little runt over there. The Elder asked me to check up on them.
You did?
Aw, that's so sweet. He wants to make sure you're doing okay on your journey.
That's no good.
What do you mean?
There's no shady business I can do if someone's keeping an eye on me.
Were you planning something?
Them's the breaks.
Ugh.
What's wrong?
I'm just remembering getting turned into a Moogle.
Oh, I thought maybe your stomach hurt from overeating.
Overeating? My stomach ain't that delicate.
Back to the Moogle thing. You're right that it's no fun being so helpless in the middle of battle.
I can't stand it.
But Moogles are so cute. I don't think I'd mind if you were a Moogle instead of a sprite.
What?
Traveling with a Moogle companion does sound fun.
You too? No way! Moogles are too clumsy to play tricks on people.
That's why you don't like Moogles?
I've come so far since I left Potos.
Of course you have. Potos is leagues from here.
I don't mean physical distance, really.
You took it literally.
Shush.
I'm really grateful for the village and the elder for taking in an orphan like me, even if they exiled me in the end.
I don't know what to say.
You homesick, bro?
Not exactly. Just thinking that I've gotten a lot of help along the way to come this far. From you guys, too.
We've been through a lot on this journey.
And it ain't over yet.
Yep, we still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna do my best to protect my village and all the people we've met. What's with that laugh?
Human, do not speak to me so flippantly. I have changed the forces of darkness.
Oh, I see. You can use Shade's power, so now you think you're some great sorcerer?
I don't just think it, I am. You know you wish you had the powers I possess.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh, come on. At least play along.
I said sure, didn't I?
There was no passion behind it. Ugh, you guys are no fun.
It was probably Shade's snobby tone that got him sealed in the first place.
That moon palace was out of this world!
Who knew space was so dark?
Dark and a little frightening, but also pretty in an ethereal way.
Ethereal? Is that a fancy way to say looks like nighttime?
It was like the whole sky was spread out around us. How is that not impressive?
Impressive schmessive. You can't eat stars, so what do I care?
I never get tired of listening to you guys joking around.
Joking? Who's joking?
Yeah, whose side are you on anyway?
You can't just treat us like entertainment. You have to choose sides.
No comment.
Remember those weird orbs at the Mandala Temple?
Orbs?
Oh, you mean the videos?
Yeah, the videos!
Wouldn't it be cool to have a video of our adventures?
If I had a video of me, I'd use it to scare Grandpa. Or maybe the people in Dwarf Village.
Hey, that's an ancient artifact you're talking about. You can't just use it for pranks.
Well, what would you use a video for then?
Isn't it obvious?
No.
I'd leave a video declaring my eternal love for Dyluck.
Thought so. What a waste.
No, it's a noble thing to use video for. Can you think of anything more romantic than a tangible record of our love that would last for generations?
Even when the world is in dire peril, you two never change.
Luna's magic is really curious.
How so?
There's a trick to it, you could say.
Yeah? Well, Trick is my middle name. Or last name. Whichever.
It's certainly different, to say the least.
Hee I could use some of these moves to prank people.
Is that all you think about?
I hear that Luna herself is a fan of jokes. Good day to you all. How do you like my magic? Oh, Luna, we were just talking about how curious your magic is compared to others. I see. Many are curious about the light of the moon. My magic reflects that, you could say.
You know, Luna doesn't seem like the type to trick people.
You're right. Tricks, you say? Oh, just you wait.
I bet you anything she's stronger than she looks.
Look at the sea. Look at that castle. I can see why it's the pride and joy of Kaznica.
The Republic seems like a nice place to live.
better than Pandora, I could move here and be free of my father and that stupid engagement nonsense.
So that's why you like it here.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
What do you mean? There's no way I'm marrying that stupid nobleman's son.
That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Tasnica and Pandora may be allies, but they might not want you here on account of your bad personality.
I'll show you a bad personality.
We've traveled together for this long and you still won't stop fighting? Nothing is as tall as the lofty mountains.
Yeah, the uninterrupted view from so high was gorgeous. I've never seen anything so thrilling and beautiful.
Wait, isn't the view the same when we were riding on Flammy?
Flying on Flammy makes all the creatures below us look like ants.
It feels fantastic zooming through the air, right?
Yeah, but the scenery is different on a mountain instead of on a dragon.
Yeah, it's different.
I've always had my suspicions, but I think this proves it. Sis, you're afraid of heights.
No, I'm not.
Then how come you hadn't looked at the view from high up until we got to the mountains?
The wind shear when riding Flammy is too strong. I can't open my eyes without getting grit in them.
Really? Well, I guess next time we should ask Sophia to stop the wind for us.
That's a silly thing to bother an elemental with. Don't worry about me.
I'm right, aren't I? You are scared.
I am not.
They never miss an opportunity to pick on each other. It was a trap all along. Everyone was so distracted by the spy, they didn't notice the Chancellor was possessed.
Now there's an idea. If we want to get rich quick, we should impersonate a ruler.
It figures.
What? Don't you want to be rich and powerful?
I don't think riches were the Empire's motivation.
Oh, I want to rule a country. I want to live in the lap of luxury.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
But I wanna! How about just one day? One day of living like a king.
I suppose that sounds fair. I can ask the King of Pandora for you next time we're there.
Really? You would? Woohoo!
Are you sure that's a good idea?
There's a lot more to being king than having servants. Our overeager friend could learn a thing or two.
Oh, I get it.
Guys, we need to talk.
It's strange seeing you so serious.
What's this about?
We've been together for a while now, right? Through thick and thin, 3 peas in a pod.
Well, yeah.
I think it's high time we had a heart-to-heart. Just to air out our grievances with each other, you know?
That sounds reasonable. What is it you wanted to say?
Don't get mad, sis, but you toss and turn so much the room rattles. I can barely get any shut-eye.
What? I do not. Besides, you snore so loudly you wake up the innkeeper.
I object. I don't remember ever snoring.
Of course you don't remember. You were asleep.
Well, it's a wonder any of us can sleep with all this racket. Never thought I'd come across a test where I have to fight myself.
People say you're supposed to overcome your own shortcomings, but this is too literal.
Wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be.
You did seem to have an easy time fighting my shadow.
I knew I didn't have to hold back against a fake sis. It was a chance to vent my frustrations.
So ungrateful.
I had no idea I moved so awkwardly during battle.
That's not surprising. It's hard to observe yourself from an outsider's view.
Well, I know I don't look that stupid when I fight.
Really? It looked the same to me.
You never pull your punches.
But those shadows weren't perfect copies anyway. I'm a lot more poised when I fight, right?
I don't think there's any way to answer that without making you angry.
What's that supposed to mean?
dodge answering without it making her angry.
Excuse me?
Whoa! Where'd you come from?
Hello, Dryad. Did you need anything?
No, not anything in particular. I simply wanted to know if it's really all right for me to accompany you.
Of course it is. Your magic is really useful.
I am not so sure.
It is! You're really helping us out!
We think of you as our trusted ally, and we will definitely need your help in the future.
I see. I have always doubted my abilities, but if you truly believe I can help, I will do my best. Please call upon me at any time.
She left.
Sounds like Dryad has a problem with anxiety.
Poor Dryad. She probably gets depressed easily.
I apologize for getting depressed.
No, wait! I didn't mean it!
Yeah, it was just a silly joke.
I see.
This might be a difficult elemental in the end.
I got a question. If you could transform into a monster like those guys from the Empire, what would it be?
A monster? Me?
Come on, it's not for good or anything. Just a temporary transformation, like a werewolf.
I just don't think there's a monster out there that can compare to little old me.
I agree that no monster could stand up to you. They'd be too scared.
You know, I think I'd want to be a vampire. Then I could fly.
Ooh, me too! I want to fly!
No way, you're not vampire material. I'm much more vampiric.
What makes you like a vampire? At least I've got fangs.
I'd say you're more of a blat.
Oh, come on. Sis, back me up.
You both seem like rabbits to me.
All the seals on the seats have been broken.
I never thought it'd come to this.
Hey, guys.
What's bothering you?
It wasn't possible before, but I've got an idea for the mana seeds. If we planted them, maybe they'd sprout.
Huh? That's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
But it would make sense for a mana seed to grow into a tree if it were planted.
When you put it that way.
And most trees make more seeds the more they grow.
Yes.
So if we grew a mana tree, we can make more mana seeds, right? And if we've got so many mana seeds, you wouldn't mind if I ate one, right? Just to taste it?
Wait, what?
You still want to eat one?
I realized something after fighting all these people from the Empire.
Oh?
All the Imperial subjects that we've met have been normal people. So what about the generals?
What do you mean?
We just assume they're bad guys because they're leading the enemy forces. But what if they've got reasons?
I think I see what you're getting at, bro. The mana power might be too much for the Emperor and his forces to resist.
We need to figure out what's behind the corruption. Get at the root of the problem.
This is the most serious you two have ever been.
I can't explain it. Maybe it's just my sprightly intuition, but something about this isn't right.
I feel the same.
Me too. No matter what's behind this, we gotta stop it. That won't change.
Right! You're good at making complicated things sound easy, sis.
I can't tell if that's a compliment.
We still have a goal. Come on, guys. We've got work to do.
How does something as huge as the Mana Fortress stay in the air?
It's mana. Mana can do all that?
There's enough firepower in there to destroy the world. That's crazy.
It still feels like a fairy tale, even though I know you've got the legendary Mana Sword.
Hard to believe it's got that much power.
You know... Gotta say, I know it's evil and all, but the Mana Fortress does look pretty cool.
Think before you talk. Now is not the time.
I agree. It does look impressive.
Ugh, focus, you two.